Okay, section 4.6 talks about decimal numbers and fractions, and specifically we're talking about if we're given one, how do we change to the other? So I pulled a snip from the book that talks about how to change a decimal number to a fraction. And they say a decimal number less than 1, which means that all the digits of the decimal lie to the right of the decimal point, so there's no whole number portion. Can be written in fraction form by writing a fraction with 1, a numerator that consists of the whole number formed by all of the digits of the decimal to the right of the decimal point, and 2, a denominator that is the power of 10 that corresponds to the rightmost digit. So they give the example that a denominator of 100 corresponds to hundredths. And that is all true, but seems a little bit complicated for what they're really saying. And so I look at it this way. If I am given an example of 0.48 and told change to a fraction, then really what I can do is say, okay, in order to make 0.48 into a whole number, I would move the decimal place 1, 2 places. So 1, 2 places to the right. Okay, so my numerator fraction of the fraction will be the whole number part that I get, 48. And the denominator will be a 1 followed by however many places I moved. So it'll be, in this case, 1 followed by 2 zeros. And yes, if you look at their definition, the numerator consists of the whole number that is formed by the digits to the right of the decimal place. So that's 48. Okay, I've got 48 as the numerator. And the denominator is the power of 10 that corresponds to the rightmost digit. The rightmost digit is the 8. That's in the hundredths place. So then this thing should be 100. So 48 over 100 is a decimal form of 0.48. Now, in actuality, we would want to then simplify 48 over 100 down to its most simplified form. But in this case, if we're just strictly asked to change from a decimal to a fraction and not told to reduce, then we might decide that not reducing is okay. If we wanted to, remember there's a couple of different ways of doing that. I would say, well, 48 is 24 times 2 and 100 is 50 times 2. And then let's see, these are both even, so that's 12 times 2 and 25 times 2. So 12 over 25. 25 is 5 times 5, so there is no 5 as a factor of 12, so 12 over 25 would be the reduced fraction that we get when we take the decimal form of 0.48.